Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. Now Roethlisberger on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Being chased out left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defensive end, DeMarcus. Lawrence applied the heat.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Second and 20. No score after one on EA Sports. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and 20. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Now Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On the move to his left. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Throwing on second and 14. Prescott flushed out right. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Third and long for Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Fourth down, Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To the air again, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Prescott now. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. There he goes left side. 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So now the Steeler offense coming onto the field. They'll try to add 2 more. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Flush to his right. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there on the scramble.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Final play of the half. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down by Travius Adams. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success is you score touchdowns on those drives. That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Cowboys are able to recover. Past midfield, look out. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
No running room for Zeke on first down, as he'll maybe get a yard out of that.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down, Elliott once more. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and short yardage, Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will...